warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
doing well.
Today we have a short interview about IDN school. So here there are several questions about IDN school, and please answer it carefully. Let's start. Number one, please tell about yourself.
Hello. My name's Maulana Moreno Ibrahim, but everyone else calls me Moreno. I'm a student, a senior of junior high school. I'm ninth grade, and right now I am in 9C class. I'm 15 years old. I live in Jakarta, born in Bali, 6th of June 2008. And yeah, maybe my hobbies. I like to play football, basketball. Actually, sports in general. I like every kind of sport, and I also like IT, like designing and making poster designs or UI/UX designs. And I can speak English pretty fluently, and maybe I like to read books. I like to watch movies and much more. I have a lot of hobbies.
Okay, next. Do you ever become the trainer or teacher? And where is it?
I have once with my friends, Saka, Rehan, and Fahri, I think that one. So the four of us, we went to Bekasi in a school called Al Ansor. And yeah, the four of us, we thought them about illustration. Since we were still eighth grade, and we were still in the first semester, so we've only just learned about illustration. So that's the only material that we can teach to other people. So we taught them about illustration, and for about 2 hours, I think, 1 hour before Zuhur and 1 hour after Zuhur, and I became the speaker at the front, while the other three help roam around the class and help the student who needs help. And yeah,
Okay, nice. Next, how much money do you get from that project?
zero. The four of us only got maybe just consumption uh, for lunch, and we just brought our own money to buy food outside.
Okay, next, what is your opinion about IDN school?
In general, I think IDN is one of the best school for IT, and also, well, from my perspective, I try to search a boarding school with a good religion, but I also want something different. I want something unique, and IDN serves that unique part, and which is the IT. So I can be religious, be doing good deeds and all that, but I can also learn something new, something unique, which is IT. So that's why I think IDN is one of the best IT schools in Indonesia. And the facilities pretty much good, pretty good. It's complete. Nothing is less or stuff like that. And the teaching as well, the learning, the KBM, is pretty effective as well. We learn IT, Dinia, and English at every day. In a single day, we learn IT, Dinia, and English. And yeah, I think again it's a pretty good school in general.
Okay, next, what is the most interesting experience during learning at IDN school?
Maybe the activities, those extra activities like Mission Impossible, Edu Race, and maybe like study bonding to other countries. Maybe actually this ninth grade will go study bonding to out of country. I think it was like Singapore, Philippines, and Malaysia. So I think we need to pay like 9 million or something to IDN, and then IDN will fly us around those countries, and we can learn there and experience something new on those three countries. And like I said before, like Edge and Mission Impossible, those are pretty fun experience and really fun experience. For example, like Edu Race, we need to use our money carefully to go from IDN to Kota Tua in Jakarta by going through only transportation like bus and for another example, Mission Impossible, where we sell our product at a high price where the products actually only like cost only 2,000, 3,000, but we sell it at a high price, for example like 10,000 or 12,000, and we sell it at a high price with the challenge that we need to use our conversation skill or our marketing skill. We need to say why this and that, why we sell it at a high price, how to convince our customer to buy our product at a higher price. So I think those little events, those fun events from IDN are pretty eye catching to do, and it's pretty unique and pretty different from other schools out there.
Okay, next question. Any word for IDN school?
Just keep going, keep developing. Every year, every day, you will become better. Day by day, step by step, become better. I don't know what else to say. So because I already think IDNs are already a good school, so I guess keep getting better.
Okay, the last question. What is your dream and why?
My dream in work or
In the future.
my dream is to have a happy family, I guess. Because I think the main point in life is to have like to grow a family and grow together. Because if you think if my dreams in work, for example, I work in as a programmer and stuff like that. I work as a programmer so I can raise my family, right? So that's why I think the main point of life is growing a happy family, and that is I also made that to become also my dream in life. So that's my dream.
Okay, thank you so much for your interview now. And let's close our interview with say hamdalah together. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good day, everyone. My name is Maulana Ibrahim, and today, in this chance, I would like to show you guys all of my IT projects throughout the whole years of junior high school, 7th grade until 9th grade. So I will show you guys each year 3 projects, specifically my favorite projects. And we're just gonna continue. First is 7th grade. Wait a moment. It's quite lagging. So in 7th grade, there's three materials or three kinds of project. The first is Scratch, the second is Buildbox, and the third is website. Scratch is like a game developing software for beginners, which mainly uses block codes instead of JavaScript or Python or any of those. Buildbox as well. Buildbox also uses block codes, but it can also use like codes like Python and JavaScript, but it also mainly focuses on block codes. The difference between Scratch and Buildbox: Scratch is based on 2D games and Buildbox is based on 3D games, but Buildbox can also make 2D games as well. And then the third material is website. Website, as you know, is like a site on your browser. So yeah, we'll go into details later. So the first is Scratch. My favorite project throughout all of my Scratch projects, my favorite one is probably Bombercat, which is based off the real game Bomberman, which some of you might already know. So this game is like, so we are the cat or the bomber cat, the cat who holds the bomb, and we are trying to explode our enemy, which are dogs. And if we get touched by the enemy, we will lose. But if we explode or blow up the dogs with our bombs, we will get a point. And the more dogs you explode, the more points you get. And the more points you get, the higher score you will get as well. So that's the first game, which is Bombercat. Next up is Buildbox. My favorite project in Buildbox that I've made is the Crossy Road one, because I put in a lot of effort into this specific game. I've developed this for about 2 or 3 weeks when I was still in 7th grade. I made all of the assets, like the cars, the trees, the logs, the water. I made the map, I made the tunnel as well. So I put in a lot of effort. I put in like a week of effort to make all of the assets, and then a week to do all the coding, and then another week to clean it up or to finishing. And I uploaded it on YouTube, in my YouTube channel, a demonstration video, and it actually got commented by a game dev YouTuber, and he said my game was pretty cool, it was pretty realistic, and yeah, that's the Buildbox project, which is Crossy Road. And then the third one is website. Of course, my favorite one of all of my websites that I've made is my own personal website, because I put a lot of effort into it. I put in all of my projects of IT, DINA, English, IT tutorials. I put it in my personal website, and my personal website is my favorite website because, like I said before, I put in a lot of effort into it. I've put in a lot of I've customized it a lot using Elementor and also WordPress editor, and my website actually got nominated to become a website to show at the open house event last week or 2 to 3 weeks ago. So that's all of the projects in 7th grade. Next up is we're going to continue to 8th grade. Wait a moment, it's still loading. So actually, in 8th grade, there's 2 types of material in IT. There's multimedia and Internet of Things, or IoT. But because I'm showing in this moment, I'm showing my favorite projects. Well, all of my top 3 favorite projects are all in multimedia, so I'm not going to show any IoT projects. So yeah, the first project that I'm really proud of is my photo manipulation project using Photopea or Photoshop. In this project, I combined 2 stock image, an image of a man in a forest and an elephant, a giant elephant, and then I combined them. and I made them into one scene or one scenario, where the theme of this particular photo manipulation is about a giant mystical elephant. As you can see, it's a big elephant with glowing tusk and glowing eyes. And next up is the motion graphic. This is also my favorite project, is because I also put in a lot of effort into it. I probably spent more time than the others making this particular project, because I made the intro animation, and then the speech bubble and stuff like that. And I learned a lot on how to make a motion graphic through this time, because I spent a lot of time doing it. I made it in HitFilm, and I also recorded the audio using QuickTime. And then the last IT project from 8th grade that is my favorite is, of course, the UI/UX Muslim app. So this is the final project of multimedia in 8th grade, first semester, and this was a team-based project. It was me, Saka, Arya, and Jihad. 4 of us made this app. We made a lot of screens, we made a lot of UIs, and we also connected using Figma prototyping, and made a lot of UX as well. We made a lot of features such as Qibla, Quran, and Zikr and Duas, and much more. So that is 8th grade. Next up, we're going to continue to 9th grade. Right, in 9th grade, there's 2 materials of IT. First is Codelar and Android Studio. So the first Codelar project that I really enjoyed was the geometry calculator app, which is called Geomath. So in this app, you can calculate all of your shapes, such as rectangle, circle, and triangle, rhombus, square. So all you need to do is to input your first number and then your second number, or the number of the width and length, and then it will calculate and sum up with a result. And then second is the Find My Age app. Find My Age is an app to tell you how old you are right now. So all you need to do is input your birth date, and then it will tell you your age and your category. If you're an adult, a child, a teenager, or a elderly, it will tell you as well. And it will give you a motivation for each category. And then the last is the Android Studio Bitaqwa app. And this, in Android, we're only actually making one project, but because this project is really hard and really big, I suppose, so we're doing it screen by screen. So this was the first screen that I made for the Bitaqwa app, which is the dashboard screen. There's a lot of features. So in this dashboard screen, we are showing all of the features like du'as, dhikr, and zakat. And there is also inspiration if you scroll down, like posters and motivation quotes. So yeah, that is basically all of my IT projects throughout my years in junior high school. Thank you very much for witnessing all of my projects, and thank you very much for paying attention. Maybe that's all that I have to say. I bid you farewell. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maulana Umar Ibrahim, and I'm here standing in front of you all today. I would like to present to you guys my presentation on my slide about my favorite country. This favorite country is in Asia, which you all might have already known. The country is South Korea. So yeah, in this slide, I would like to tell you everything that I know about South Korea, so that all of you can increase your knowledge about South Korea. Yeah, like that. So, first thing I would like to explain is the Korean flag itself, or better known as the Taegukgi flag. That's what the natives call their own flag. And in this flag, there's three main components. The first is the background, and then the four black trigrams and the Taeguk circle. The white background, it means peace and purity, because white is the color. Because white is the color of holiness, so that's why. But in Korea, they say white is like peace and purity. The four black trigrams, each trigram have different meaning. The first is Gyeon, and then Ri, Gam, and Gon. Gyeon means sky, Ri means fire, Gam means water, and then Gon means earth. So the four black trigram means, it means the balance of nature, the balance of the elements in South Korea, like elements such as sky, fire, water, and earth. So it's all balanced. And then the last one is the Taeguk flag, which means the balance of the universe. The Taeguk circle consists of the color red and blue, or also known as yin, or which means the negative forces, and then red, which means also known as yang, which means the positive forces. And with the combination of negative and positive forces, it becomes the balance of the universe. So that is the meaning of the Korean flag. Next up, I would like to explain about the Korean language, or better known as Hangul. And in Hangul, there is 24 letters. There's 14 consonants and 10 vowels. So combined, there's 24 letters. So in the Korean alphabet, or in Hangul, there is 4 types. There's the Korean vowels, Korean complex vowels, Korean consonants, and Korean double consonants. So Korean vowels consist of A, O, U, Ya, Yo, U, and E. And the complex vowels consist of E, I, Wa, O, We. Sorry if my pronunciation is quite wrong because I'm still learning. And continue Ye, We, Wo, and We. And then after that is the consonants, which means the complex letters, such as if the symbols like this is G or K, but it's more pronounced as K with K, because G, the letter G, is not mostly used in the language. They mostly use the letter K instead. After that, there's N or N, and then there's, if the symbol is like the C letter, it means it makes the sounds D and T, but it's mostly used the letter T instead of D. Just same like G, D doesn't use as much in the Korean language. They mostly use the word T. And then there's also J. J makes also the same sound as T, so t, you know. And but the symbol is different. And then there's M, and there's, you can just see, I'm lazy to explain every single one of it, but you can see yourself all of the symbols and all of its meanings. Next up is I'm going to explain about the Korea's climate. So just like in most of other countries, Korea have 4 climates, but the difference in Korea, there's one major difference between the 4 climates, which is the spring climate. Instead of blooming into like green and greenish trees, Korea, when the trees blooms, it becomes the color pink, making it the beautiful season in Korea, I guess. There's spring, there's autumn, and in Korea as well, autumn is more bright orange instead of dark orange. Maybe in America or other countries, in autumn is more dark and more gloomy, but in Korea it's bright and the orange is more, it's more bright. And then there's also winter. In Korea, winter is a little bit dry,
Maybe in other countries, winter is kind of wet, there's a lot of snow, but in Korea, there's a lot of snow, but it feels dry. It feels like not humid at all. And in reverse, in the summer, in Korea, in the summer, the climate is more humid and it's more cool and it's more breezy. Next up, I'm going to explain the national flora and fauna in Korea. The national flora is the mugunghwa, or the rose of Sharon, aka the national plant of South Korea. Recognized for its hardiness and resilience, the plant is able to grow in a harsh situation or condition, and even when it's damaged, it still grows into a beautiful flower. Even though when it's damaged, it still grows into like a beautiful flower, and it's the ideal symbol of triumph. And then next up is the famous fauna in South Korea, which is the Amur tiger, but we all know it better as the Siberian tiger, and it's the national animal of South Korea. Sadly, the Siberian tiger is not found anymore in the wild of South Korea, but it is found mostly in zoos and animal residence, I guess. And then the tiger remains a symbol of strength, power, and superiority, as well as a creature that protects humans against evil spirits. And then next up is the population in South Korea. South Korea consists of 49.95% female and 50.05% male. So it's pretty balanced between the amount of female and male in South Korea. The whole population in total right now is 52,199,634. But from the years before, from the year 2018 until 2022, the population hasn't grown that much. It has only grown 0.06%. So Korea is actually one of the slowest growing country in the terms of population. Next up is tourist place. So these are the best tourist place in Seoul that I've researched. Of course, the first one is the Seoul Tower, usually called the Namsan Tower or Seoul Tower. It is a observation and communication tower located in Mount Namsan in Seoul, South Korea. This 236-meter high tower is the second highest tower in Seoul. Next up is Gyeongbokgung. Gyeongbok Palace is a palace located in the north city of Seoul, South Korea. This palace is one of the 5 great palaces in the and is the largest built by Joseon dynasty. Gyeongbok Palace was originally found in 1394 by Jeong Do-jeon and some other architect. So Gyeongbokgung was actually is only one from many palaces in Korea. There's one in south, north, west, and east, but Gyeongbokgung was the biggest palace between them all. And then next up is Bukchon Hanok, or Bukchon Hanok Village. Is a traditional Korean house village in Seoul. Bukchon means north village because it is located north of the Cheonggae and Jongno rivers. Next up is Korean cuisine. You all might have already known these cuisine: tteokbokki, kimchi, bibimbap. Tteokbokki means simmered rice cake. So basically, it's same like us, rice, but it's more thick, it's more bigger, and it's made with rice with flour, and it's made using made like sauce and stuff like that. And then kimchi, which is fermented vegetables. Kimchi is a fermented vegetable that is combined with many spices like red pepper, salt, onion, garlic, and it is fermented later on to become a kimchi. And then bibimbap, which is the mixed rice bowl. Bibim, which means bowl, I think. bap, which means rice. That's why it's called the mixed rice bowl. So the main part of the bibimbap is the rice and the bowl, and you can add topping above it, such as meat, vegetables, egg, and kimchi as well if you want. And there's also, and the Korean people say that you also need to have a sauce as a side dish with the bibimbap to make it more tasteful, to make it more flavorful. Sorry. So yeah, that is all for my presentation about my favorite country, which is South Korea. Maybe that's all that I would like to say. Thank you very much for your attention and thank you for watching. Maybe that's it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.